Hi creators! Today I'll be turning this coffee table that I found at the side of the road for free into my new Scandinavian inspired kitchen table. I'm going to start by removing the old finish with paint stripper. I applied a very generous amount and spread it out with this foam brush, which came in a huge pack at my local hardware store. I left it roughly for 15 minutes before I came back to scrape it off. I've seen some people apply plastic while they wait for the stripper to work, but I didn't find that necessary for this project. I did have to apply a second coat of stripper to get it back to the bare wood. I'm pretty sure this tool I'm using is meant for applying mud to drywall, but it's all I could find around my house and it worked just fine to get the job done. But ideally, you're going to want to use a small scraper. For fast cleanup, I brushed everything into a plastic bag, tied it off, and tossed it in my trash. Now I'm taking a scraping tool with a blade to get anything left over off. Here I'm taking some paint thinner to deactivate the stripper. This is just what I had on hand, but you could always use mineral spirits. I let it dry completely before starting the sanding process. I'm taking my Uppbeat detailed sander with 60 grit sandpaper first. Then I used an 80 grit piece of sandpaper and finished with 120 grit to make it smooth. I made sure to sand with the grain. I've chosen to stain the top with Varathane's Ultimate Wood Stain in Flagstone. To do this, I used a foam brush to apply and then took a deck staining brush to really work it into the wood. It's important to work in small sections so that the stain doesn't dry before you have the chance to work it all in. I let the stain sit for 24 hours to dry. The next day, I really didn't like the way it was looking, so I applied Varathane's Ultimate Wood Stain in linen. I used the same process as before by using a foam brush to apply and then the deck staining brush to work it in. But I then ditched the brush and just used a sock. I gave it a little bit of time to dry, maybe about an hour or two, before I came back in with the original stain color in Flagstone. I put a very small amount on the tips of the brush and lightly applied where I felt needed it. For some reason, I didn't catch it on camera, but I did seal this whole piece with the top coat in Minwax water-based poly protective finish in clear matte. To finish it off, I used a scrub brush over the whole top to blend everything together. So here I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the sides. I thought just white would look good, so I used Bin's primer in white, then Rustoleum's chalk paint in linen white. This look wasn't doing it for me, so I then grabbed my deck staining brush and used the stain in Flagstone to try and match the top of the table. It actually worked out pretty good, almost an identical match. I grabbed this small little detailed brush to get into the corners. I gave it one last final wipe with the deck staining brush. And here's what it looks like. What do you guys think? Off camera, I attached these legs, which I got off of my table that I had before this one. Here's what it looks like before. And now here's what it looks like after. If you like my videos, please subscribe so you can see when I post something new. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.